Hi, everyone. We have today with us a very important guest. Everybody knows you as Miss Liz. How are you, Miss Liz?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for accepting my invitation to talk with me a little bit about the phenomenon of sexual abuse in children. Um, Tell me something. You were a victim of sexual abuse in your family during your childhood.
Yes, I was.
At what age did it start?
On my fourth birthday,
Who was the attacker?
my uncle.
Did the attacker ask you to keep a secret?
Yes, he did.
How how long did the abuse go on for?
The first time 9 years, and the second time a year and a half.
As a child, did you realize that something was very wrong?
Yes, I did. I knew it wasn't right. It didn't feel good, and I didn't enjoy it, so I knew that there was something not right about it.
Why does a girl who experienced sexual abuse at her home feel?
I felt numb, alone, invisible, broken, um, different.
You managed to escape the vicious circle. How did you do it?
I got out by having a boy at school ask me out, and I knew I didn't want a third boyfriend. I already had two. This is what my abusers called themselves. They called themselves my boyfriend. That was a secret. Uh, Not to tell anybody that we were dating secretly, my uncle and my godfather. So when this boy asked me out, I didn't want a third boyfriend. I didn't like what boyfriend one and two were doing, so I didn't want boyfriend three to do the same. So when then he went to a teacher and he said, "This she's acting really weird. I really like her, and I'd like to just go out with her and take her out to a movie and date her. And she's telling me that she already has two boyfriends." And that she doesn't like what her boyfriends are doing, and she doesn't want me to do the same. So then this teacher pulled me aside, and children's aid services were called, the police department were called, and I was pulled into the principal's office, and there was an investigation done. And then my parents were called, and at the time my parents were divorced, and they rekindled and got back together years later. But at that time, they were divorced, and my mom was called in, and it was a time of a lot of mixed emotions. A lot of I was scared. I didn't know what I said wrong to this boy, why I was getting in trouble, why I was in the principal's office to begin with, because I knew that that was not a place you wanted to be going to. So I thought I was being punished again. Um, so it just felt like every time I shared something, I was being punished for it as a child. So, but at this time,
Yeah, but
these
the actual rescue this time.
they actually saved my life and made a difference for a couple of years. Because while he was in jail, there was no abuse. But once he got out of jail, it reoccurred. So uh, it's it was a journey, a terrifying journey. At that time, I was 12 years old. Um, I was going through a lot of things. The teachers were, they knew, the community knew that something was up. But back then, nobody got involved. Nobody questioned anything. Like I covered up a lot. Like I covered my whole body up so nobody could touch me. I would stay in the corner by myself. I wouldn't engage with the other girls in class or the boys. I'd stay in my corner and just be quiet and try and stay out of trouble, because every time somebody would come near me, there was trouble. So I just like to be alone. And even to this day, I like my alone time. I think it's because of being so many years in my own little corner that I like my corner.
What is PTSD?
PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. It is given to somebody who has gone through traumatic an experience, not only through war, but through trauma. When your body is put through trauma that you don't understand. And PTSD is not something that you just get over. It's the moment wants to live in you, but you don't want to live in the moment. It reappears, it reoccurs, it brings back triggers, it brings back night fears, nightmares. PTSD is not something you want to live with. It's very hard to understand. It's a very up and down illness that is given to you because of other people and other events in your life. So I live with PTSD. I actually live with complex PTSD because of so much abuse in my life. It was just abuse after abuse from different family members, different community members, doctors. I've been through a lot, and I've been diagnosed with a lot of different mental health disorders, and that's why I'm big on awareness and advocating for mental health and abuse and grief. Because those are three things I've gone through and lived through. So,
What do you do for a living?
I'm Miss Liz. I'm an advocate. I'm an ambassador for Canada for Global Peace Challenge. I'm an author. I'm a simple, everyday woman who just wants to make a difference in life.
You definitely do. And you are a mother of?
I'm a mother of 7. When I say 7, I have 4 of my own, and I have 3 stepchildren from relationships that I've been in. And I take these kids as my own. I have one that has passed from stillborn, and that child was the daughter of my child abuser. I lost her at 14, and she was a family secret for over 30 years. And I shared about her when I shared my story in Sacred Hearts, only after my father passed. I only felt safe to share after my dad died.
What a tip you can give other people who experience abuse in their childhood?
To speak out, reach out. And when it comes to incest, it's mainly families and close friends of the family that are abusing you, or someone that you've been told to call auntie or uncle. A lot of people in my family were not even related to me, and I was told to call them auntie and uncle because they were older than me. As I got older, I realized, okay, these people are not even family members. They're not even related. Why was I calling them auntie and uncle? It confused me a lot. So I always reached out to strangers. I felt safer with strangers. Like they have this stranger danger. It's more family danger for me. my danger was in the family.
Yeah.
It wasn't outside. The outside was safe for me. The inside wasn't.
We're going to talk much more about it in the future. What is the clearest sign you know of through which one you can identify that the child is a victim of sexual abuse at home?
There's a lot of signs. If a child is distant, if a child is quiet, if a child is really inwards, if a child doesn't want to be touched. I was always encouraged, go hug grandma and grandpa, go hug auntie and uncle. And I don't want to hug them. And I was forced to. There's also humming, rocking. I did that a lot as a child. And that's how a lot of the community knew something was up. I would hum a lot. I'd be in a restaurant with my parents and I'd be humming out loud. And my parents would always tell me, stop humming. Be quiet. We're in a restaurant. We're in the public. Stop it. Or I'd rock. I rock a lot. And that's why I like my rocking chair, because it kind of calms me down. There are a lot of signs. If something seems off, just check it out. It, and if there is nothing, at least you checked it out. You're at least trying to save a child's life. I wish somebody would have just said, you know what? What's up? Why are you so quiet? Why are you so scared? Why are you so? I was so jumpy. Even to this day, I am jumpy. If you walk in my house and you walk tiptoe, I'll be like, I'll jump all the time. And that's one thing I live with. And it's 35 years later. And it could be my cat just walking too quiet across the floor, and then it'll startle me and be like, oh my God, someone's here. So I'm on guard a lot. I'm very guarded. And I don't trust. I have a hard time trusting. I watch. I'm a watcher.
Well, dear Miss Liz, thank you for sharing your story. We have so much more to talk about, and I'm sure that people who watch you can become much more clever, and I thank you for that. And we're gonna speak. So thank you very much. And if anyone wants to ask Miss Liz question, you can write directly to her or through me. And we're gonna talk soon again. So have a great day, and thank you again. Bye.
Thank you, dear.